A section of the civil society is accusing the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions of being used to bungle the case on the Arror-Kimwarer dam scandal. Their sentiments come barely a week after former Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich and 8 others were acquitted of fraud-related charges that cost the country up to 63 billion shillings. In the Wednesday statement, Kenya Human Rights Commission and Transparency International Kenya accused the ODPP of what they termed as being politically captured and being part of a conspiracy to defeat justice. And as Serfine Achieng Ouma reports, they have issued a 2-week ultimatum to the ODPP to review the case and ensure that the real culprits are brought to book.
All the accused persons herein are hereby acquitted under Section 210 of the CPC.
Barely a week after former Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich, together with his 8 co-accused, were acquitted of fraud-related charges that cost the country some 63 billion shillings.
They're related, we'll take them together. And
a section of civil society groups have come out to condemn the move by the court, terming it a prosecution-assisted acquittal.
The collapse of the Arror-Kimwarer case confirmed the ODPP is politically captured and is part of a conspiracy to defeat justice.
In her decision, Trial Magistrate Eunice Nyutu said no evidence had been adduced to prove the accused persons flouted procurement laws and defrauded the public. Her determination of the case was, however, laced with vitriol directed at the prosecution, which she said bungled the case.
They are hereby acquitted under Section 210 of the Criminal Procedure Code due to lack of evidence as a result of the reckless dereliction of duty by the prosecution.
The civil society is demanding that the DPP, within 2 weeks, seizes the Arror-Kimwarer case and ensures that the real culprits are charged accordingly, insisting that if Rotich and the other 8 are the real suspects, then they must face the law again.
they said that they were guided by the decision to charge guidelines, and they were very clear that whatever case they had presented had met the evidentiary threshold. We don't know what happened between 2018, when this matter first came up, and last year, when we started seeing several suspicious movements within this case.
The prosecution called 49 witnesses, but only led evidence from 8 witnesses, claiming they had no questions for the other 41. Later, prosecution again changed its tune, stating that it was no longer interested in prosecuting the case. The civil society groups want the ODPP to hold the officers who led to the wrongful identification of the 41 witnesses to account.
If the DPP does not do this, we will take the requisite legal measures, including individual action against the relevant officers in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions who acted outside the principles of the Constitution and the law in handling the case.
The trial faced continuous frustration, prompting both Magistrate Eunice Nyutu and High Court Judge Nixon Sifuna to openly call out the prosecutors in charge of the case, that is Geoffrey Obiri and Oliver Murithi. The management of this case exemplified what can be termed as prosecution-assisted acquittals.
They also want former CS Henry Rotich and 8 others to be barred from any public office appointment.
The acquittal is suspect and requires a comprehensive, independent investigation to examine the circumstances surrounding the collapse of the case thoroughly.
The human rights bodies have further accused the ODPP of what they describe as casual handling of high-profile criminal cases and deliberately entertaining a culture of poor prosecution to absolve suspects with political connections. Serfine Achieng Ouma, Citizen TV.